Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you guys can see me and hear me okay. Let me know if you can't. I'm not set up in my usual lighting, so I just want to make sure you guys can see me and you can hear me. So let me know. I'm a little bit late getting on, so I'm going to get right into things. I'm going to turn on another light. So I hope you guys all got to watch the royal wedding yesterday. I actually had to work, so I came home and did it. I came home and watched it on the internet. And I haven't been able to do a video in a little while. Hi, Jill. I haven't been able to do a video in a little while just because my schedule's been so nuts. So I took a little poll to see if you guys wanted to see Meghan Markle's look today, or did you want to see Amanda Siegfried at the Met, because there was a heated poll vote neck to neck across all my social media between her and Joan Smalls for the Met Ball. So I'm still going to do that look. I'm just going to do Meghan Markle's look today. I hope you guys are well. So right now, I'm just cleaning my face with the Beautycounter face wipes. I absolutely love these wipes. I'm actually gonna kind of bulk order some. I have them in my kit and I use them for my personal use. They are biodegradable, so they do not end up in a landfill. So what did you guys think about the wedding? So I'm gonna talk about that while I'm doing my skin prep, since I was hoping to have foundation and stuff on when I went on. And obviously I have no makeup on, so I'm gonna get to skin prep while talking about what I thought of the wedding. So you guys type in the comments, let me know what you thought of the wedding. All right, now I am moisturizing my lips. I'm using the Calendula lip balm from Beautycounter. So I thought the wedding was absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Andrea, how are you? I thought the wedding was absolutely gorgeous. I am not, a person who's normally really into minimalism, but I thought her dress was absolutely stunning. I loved her veil. The jewelry that was picked for her by the Queen was absolutely stunning, meaning her actual tiara from Queen Mary I thought was amazing. I'm going to spray myself with some rose water to give myself some hydration, and then I'm going to press some oil into my skin. Yeah, so I thought she looked absolutely stunning. So a lot of people have been asking me about the makeup because it was, for most people, I'm going to do 3 or 4 drops of the plumping oil from Beautycounter. Mighty says she loves my tiara. Thank you, girl. I want to be super dewy, so it's really going in there. I'm doing it under my eyes too. But so a lot of people have been asking me, hi Lynn, you guys type below what you thought of the wedding and the wedding look. So I'm just talking about my thoughts about it. I thought that the makeup, when I first looked at it, honestly, I was like, did someone even do her makeup? And I thought it was really, really simple. And I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, to be honest. But then the longer I watched, the more I really liked it. I felt like she just kind of radiated youth, and that it wasn't like a look, but she looked pretty. I mean, and obviously she's really, really gorgeous and has no lines. So technically she didn't need a lot of stuff. Hi, Kate. So you guys, please post below what you guys thought of the actual royal wedding, the actual symbolism and the coming together. I could tell that they're totally in love, and it really warmed my heart. I had a few misty moments watching it. I actually just finished listening to the cellist. Is it a cello? Was it a cellist that you guys, or was it an oboe? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. And it brought tears to my eyes because it was just so absolutely stunning. Hi, Christy. Hi, Jen. How are you? The music, all of the music in the actual ceremony was so beautiful. Like the little choir they had with the kids, to the people that did Stand By Me, the choir, that was beautiful. And then the guy playing, it was just stunning and full of love. And I loved every moment of that. So, so I wanted to come on and just show you guys kind of my natural version of this look. So the very first thing, and probably the most important thing for a look that's really simple, is your skin prep needs to be on point. So what I did is I just cleaned my face. I used the Beautycounter makeup wipes today. I sprayed some rose water mist to kind of really plump my skin and get hydration. And I use like 3 to 4 drops. I usually only use 1 to 2, but I use 3 to 4 drops of my Beautycounter face oil, the plumping one. Hi, Lori. How are you? And then I use the Calendula lip balm. If your lips are really dry, or hi, Karen, or you feel like your lips need exfoliating, I would do the peppermint lip balm. Sorry, I have like a stray braid that doesn't want to like cooperate, you guys. Sorry. I would use the peppermint one instead. So also let me know, thumbs up if you guys can hear me, see me okay, everything looks normal, nothing sideways, yada, yada, yada. Lighting's good for the makeup. So you want your skin to look super plump, very hydrated before you even start, because she had that kind of lit from within glow, and you want your skin to be able to shine through the makeup. Perfect, thank you. So a lot of people were like, oh, the look's gonna be really simple, but here's the thing. When you're doing a really simple look, it needs to be precisely done, or it just looks like you didn't try at all. So there is a little bit of an art. I always tell people it's actually harder to do natural makeup than it is to do like super glam. Because super glam, if you mess up, you can just kind of keep going and it looks intentional. So we're going to start with skin. So I prepped my skin, and now I'm going to use my Tint Skin from Beautycounter, and I wear the shade Golden. All I'm going to do is like take some out on my hands, and I'm going to put it on with my hands. Like, I'm not going to use a brush. I'm just going to kind of rub it in. Now, Beautycounter has another product called Dew Skin. And because she has freckles and her coverage was so sheer, a lot of people have been asking me if Dew Skin would be something that's appropriate to use. And I would say you could, but I would kind of test it in flash photography first. Because of the SPF, sometimes you can appear a little more gray than you normally would. With Tint Skin, it doesn't have any SPF in it, so you won't have that issue if you're being photographed. If you're just like going out about town, then absolutely Dew Skin would be a great way to replicate this. So this is just my skin with a little Tint Skin rubbed in. This is a hydrating foundation, so it is still gonna give you like a nice glow. So don't think that you're not gonna get anything, because you're definitely gonna have some glow. Let's see. So I have my Tint Skin on, and you guys can see my skin is looking pretty dewy. I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer. Usually I do my eye makeup first, but this eye makeup is so kind of simple that I think I can get away. I said I think, we'll see, with just doing my skin first. So I have my Beautycounter brush here. This is a retractable brush, and I'm just gonna stipple my concealer in and kind of rub it around my eye. I'm only doing concealer because I personally need coverage. I don't have perfect skin. like Meghan Markle. So I need a little bit of coverage. I'm gonna go as light as possible, which is why I'm using this brush instead of my trusty flat concealer brush that I normally like, that gives me a lot of coverage. But I still want some coverage. You know, I have hyperpigmentation and stuff too, so. Hi, Amina. So I'm just taking a darker concealer on the areas where I have like more hyperpigmentation, just to kind of cover it up a little bit more. Hi, Emily, how are you? If you guys are just joining, post your favorite moment of the royal wedding yesterday. It could be a beauty moment, or it could be just something that you loved about the wedding, period. So if you stipple, you're gonna get more coverage with any brush than if you wipe. So just keep that in mind. Hi, Christy, how are you? So we just completed skin. We're doing very dewy skin. So I did, just to recap, some rose water spray. I did the plumping oil from Beautycounter. I started with actually the face wipes. Then I did the rose water spray, the plumping oil, and then I went in with the tint skin just to give myself a little coverage. And I did a little bit of concealer, and that's all I have on right now. So now we have that going. I'm gonna let all of this kind of sink in before I decide to add any powder, because we want this look to be pretty dewy. So now we're gonna go into eye makeup. So before we do the eye makeup, we just wanna prime the eyelids. And I'm just using the Beautycounter concealer in medium 2. Christy says she loves when the gospel choir did their rendition of Stand By Me. That was definitely one of my favorite moments at the royal wedding yesterday. And I think Mighty just said she loved when he lifted the veil. That was so sweet. They look so in love, and it was really beautiful to see. So you guys have a couple of options here. I'm gonna show you some options based on your skin type, or not type, but skin tone. So in this palette here, this is from Beautycounter, the Ocean and Pacific palette. There's a color in here called Bungalow, and on my skin, that's gonna give me kind of like a nude brown look to place all over the lid. So if you're like my skin tone or darker, I would go with that color. If you are fairer than me, you could do something like the Beautycounter Duo Peach Bronze. Sorry, mine's like really worked over. You can mix the two of them together, or you could just use the peach just to give yourself a nice wash of color. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of both versions just so you can see what they would look like on the skin. So I'm gonna take my Beautycounter brush here. This is the All Over Crease brush, and I'm gonna use some rose water spray, and I'm gonna spray the brush. Spraying the brush is going to help pick up more pigment. So I'm going to take the bronze part from the peach bronze, and I'm like really pressing the product in. This is a very simple look, but super pretty and impactful. And I'm just using peach, or I'm sorry, I'm just using bronze. And I'm doing it from the lash line all the way to the crease, just one color swipe. So if you're lighter than me, this is gonna have a lot more color impact. On me, it's gonna be a very, very simple wash. But I wanted to kind of show you guys both options. So I'm doing the same thing on this eye. I like this brush because it has like a point on it, so it's really easy to kind of work your way up to the crease. And with using colors like this too, hi Melanie, it's more simple, and they have shimmer to them, so it's not as hard to blend them out. So I could just go with just this color. Now, because I am a woman of color and I have a little more pigment to my skin, I could go a little bit deeper. And if you wanted to go deeper, you could use the color Bungalow, or a color like Bungalow. This is from the Beautycounter Ocean and Pacific palette, and do the same thing. So I'm just going over this with Bungalow just to deepen it up a little bit. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever, and I hope it comes out a single pan so I can always have it with me. But I enjoy this palette. So you see the difference? Hi Nalini, how are you? Nalani, sorry. Aloha from Hawaii, sister. So you see the difference. This is the Bungalow eye. This is the peach bronze eye with just the color bronze all over the eye. If you're fair skinned, you want to try to probably go with the peach bronze. If you have a little more pigment to your skin, like me, or especially if you're darker than me, definitely go with more of a color like this. But your choice. If you're also a person who maybe never wears makeup and doing a medium color might be too much for you, then just definitely go with the peach, or you can mix the peach bronze together. So I was going to take my all over eyeshadow brush, but it's still wet. I cleaned it, but it's still wet. So I'm just using my fingers to blend the corners out. Super simple. And my friends, that is pretty much it for the main part of the shadow. The next part I'm going to show you are some kind of tips and tricks that I've learned to kind of get the definition that she had in her eyes, even though it was very simple. Christy wants to know, how's my skin so glowy? So what I did was I first wiped with the makeup wipes. I sprayed my whole face with the Nourishing Rosewater Mist, and while my face was still damp, I took 3 to 4 drops of my Beautycounter plumping oil and pressed that into my face. And then I just took a little dollop of Tint Skin and put that all over. So it's a combination of the hydrating foundation and the oil that's making me look glowy like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to define the eyes. You want to use some sort of flat brush. Most makeup brands have one of these. And we're going to take the eyeshadow Fawn Night from Beautycounter, and we're going to use the night side. And this is how we're going to create just like a subtle line on the eye. So I'm just getting a good amount of product. And you're just going to take your flat brush and you're just going to wiggle it into your lashes. Wiggling it into your lashes just gives you subtle definition in your lash line. Don't try to draw the line. The brush will do the work for you. Do you guys see the difference between that eye and that eye? Just perfect, subtle definition. Hi, Carrie, how are you? And then you just want lots of lash after that. So you can do a lot of mascara, you can add lashes. Do you? So again, I'm just taking the Fawn Night shadow. I sprayed my brush with some rose water, which helps the product stick to the brush and also makes it more intense. And you just want to wiggle the brush in your lash line. I can do this pretty easily with my eyes closed, but if that's hard for you, you could also try this with your eyes open. Hi, Carrie. Thank you. I do both. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I do this with my eyes open and just kind of pop it right across. And sometimes I do it with my eyes closed. But see how it gives you like a subtle little line? And then Meghan Markle rimmed the inside of her eyes with a black liner. So I'm going to use the Beautycounter black liner. I'm warming mine up if you're wondering what I'm doing. Because natural liners usually have lots of like waxes and stuff. Oh, there's a piece of my hair. Natural waxes, so they need to be kind of warmed up a little bit before you go in with them. So you want to go on the inside of your eye because her eye wasn't smoky or anything. It just had definition. So you see the difference? Just subtle definition. Hi Josiah, how are you? Hi Kristen. So we're just rimming the inside of the eye with black. It was way easier to do with two hands. So you're just doing the inside of the eye, which is going to create that subtle definition that she had. What are we thinking of the eye so far, you guys? So now you can do some mascara. You can also add a few lashes. I'm quite certain she had a few lashes in. So I'm just gonna throw on, this is lengthening mascara from Beautycounter. We have two different types of mascara. We have lengthening and volumizing. I like them both. I have really, really small eyes, so the lengthening mascara brush is easier for me to grip, but I do like the effect of the volumizing. So, we're gonna add some lashes. Hopefully I can do this quickly and not take up the entire video. Last time I did lashes on my live video, it took forever. But I did individuals. This is just like a 3/4 strip. So I'm using lash glue. I always use latex-free glue. So if you want to get the cleanest glue, try to use things that are latex-free, that are scent-free. And you can also use glue, instead of using the dark glue, you can use glue that has no color if you're sensitive to dyes. That automatically eliminates, see that? Eliminates some of the chemicals in the glue. If you're a person that's always putting on lashes in a hurry, you know, you might have to use dark glue, but I have both. So I keep a latex-free dark glue for like if I only have 5 minutes to do a client. But usually I use the white glue because it has no color. Some sort of latex-free. And then you just sit them on with your tweezer. This one's falling off. It's hard to do this one because of my, because I'm left-handed. So this is my hard lash. When you're putting these on, it's better, like right now I'm just perfecting, but it's better to hold the, someone's asking, they've never done falsies like that. Where did I get these? I think Mighty's asking that. What I was saying before that was that it's better Right now I'm just touching up, but when you're applying them, it's better to hold the mirror under you. It's easier to get them close to your lash line. These lashes are 3/4 lashes, and I bought them yesterday randomly at Ulta. They're by Essence, I think. They were really cheap, like a couple bucks, and they're called the half lashes in 03s. I just got them to try to see if I might like them. I'm always trying out new lashes to add to my kit, so. Okay. So that's good. Good enough. Got a little bit more glam in there. Do you guys like the way that that looks? Lashes in general, I mean, are not the toxic part. It's the glue, just FYI. So now I'm just taking a little mascara and blending the little lashes. What do we think? Do we like those? So now we're just gonna do brows. Her brows were like super basic. She just kind of filled them in. You know, I have really big brows and she doesn't. So I'm just gonna kind of fill them in. Hi, Kelly. So I'm just gonna fill them in like how I normally would, which is basically I kind of outline my brows, and then I fill them in with a pencil. I like my face is round, so I like my brows to be kind of square. I just like the contrast of the two. So once I fill them into how I want them, I just brush them, and then that's it. So you see the difference between this brow and that brow. I also do strokes. I don't draw like one line, because then that makes the brow look super unnatural. Even though I like a bolder brow, I don't want it to look too crazy. And especially since we're doing Meghan Markle's look, her brow was more on the subtle side, so. So the key with brows, I always like to make sure that my pencil is sharpened, so that you can kind of fill in those little feathery hair strokes. And then I always brush them before, and I always brush them after to kind of blend all the product in. So this is our eye look so far. I think it looks pretty good. You could always go back in if you need to blend your lashes more and add more liner, like in the lash line. I'm just quickly doing it with a pencil, but it's actually, if you're a beginner at liner, it's actually easier to go back in with that brush and do this. I'm just blending the liner with my lash, so you can't see the line of the lash as much. It's just faster because I've been doing makeup since, you know, Jesus roamed the earth, so it's easier for, like, I can do liner like this pretty quickly, but it's easier to get a more precise line with your flat brush. You could always just go back in and darken. So that's the eye. Are we looking princessy yet? So the face. So the face had glow, glow, glow. Which I feel like we're getting a nice good glow. And it had some subtle colors, some subtle highlighting, and really, really pretty lip. So we're going to add some more dewiness. I'm going to be using this trio. Okay, so this is from Beautycounter. This came out during the holidays, and it will be re-released soon. If you're interested in getting this trio, it has a highlight, a bronzer, and a blush. Reach out to me and I will put you on my pre-order list to get it. So the first thing we're gonna do is map out where we want our glow. So the first thing we're going to use is the highlighter. I'm definitely using a lot of cream products because her look was very, very dewy. Now I'm going to take the bronze one, and hopefully this shows up. It might not because I have a little bit of a tan now. I'm just drawing a little stripe, and it's not showing up that much, but on someone that's fairer than me, you'll get a good amount of tan color. So I'm mixing hibiscus with the other color. You can see I just have them striped on my face because I'm going to blend them with my Clairsonic. This is my favorite way to apply cream products to my face. So I'm just gonna put this on low setting. I'm gonna blend my highlight first because it's the lightest. And it just like melts it into the skin. And now I'm gonna do the blush. So if you haven't been using your Clairsonic, this is what you can use it for now. It's amazing. And just looking to see, I think I need a little more hibiscus on this one cheek. Has a little bit more rosy. This one's a little more rosy, so I'm just gonna blend that out real quick. And there's skin. You can see it's super dewy. Now you could leave it just like this. If you are really oily like me, you might need some reinforcements if you were gonna wear this all day. So I just kind of like to go in the areas. I'm just using a sheer powder. I'm using the same brush I used to buff in my concealer. And I'm just going in areas where I know I'm gonna get really oily. So like around my nose. I forgot to blend in some highlighter on my chin. Get that. This looks like a scary round circle. Okay, there we go. Nobody wrote and told me I forgot to blend down there. So I just kind of took my brush. This brush is going to diffuse powder very thinly. So this is great for a look like this where you want to look really dewy. But if you're a person like me, you know you're going to get past dewy onto full-on grease. Or if you have under eye concealer and you need to set it, you can just take a tiny bit of powder and do that. That way the makeup will stay on all day. So for her lips, she has a really pretty kind of natural pink. I would say if you're fair skinned, you could go in with just this color. This is from Beautycounter. It's called Petal. It's very, very sheer light pink. It's very hydrating and moisturizing looking, just like the color that she used. So for me, Petal is very, very pale. And I love hibiscus, but it's like almost too pink. So I'm gonna Hygiena. So I'm gonna show you guys how to create the look. If you have a medium to dark skin tone, we're gonna use these two together. If you just have a fair skin tone, or if you just like a really more of a pale lip, just go just with Petal. So if you guys watch my how to slay a red lip, I showed you guys how to make a lip stain, and we're gonna do that right now. So you just wanna take, hi Sydney, you're just gonna take your ring finger and you're gonna dip into your hibiscus. And this only works on super hydrated lips, which is why at the very beginning, the very first thing I did was slather my lips in Calendula lip balm. You can also use peppermint if your lips are in need of an exfoliation. So I'm gonna take hibiscus on my finger and I'm gonna tap it into my lips to create a stain. can see, it just gives me like the tiniest little amount of color, which is great. This is exactly what I'm going for. I'm just gonna add a little more. Again, this is the Hibiscus Cheek and Lip Stain from Beautycounter. Love this product, very, very versatile. I also use it on my cheeks mixed with the bronze stick from the Holiday Trio from Beautycounter as well to give me that subtle, pretty glow. Now, I have the color that I need, however, the texture is not the same. So I'm gonna take Petal and kind of swipe that on top. So you can do the same thing. You can lip stain it, or you can just dab, because on me, Petal is light, so it's not gonna deposit more color. And see, that's gonna give me that kind of moisturizing, more creamy look that she had, without being too pale on a person of color. So Hibiscus with Petal on top is definitely the way to go. If you have deeper skin, if you have lighter skin, just Petal will give you the exact same Meghan Markle look. And this is pretty much the look. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I did a good job of kind of replicating her look? I just wanted to, very soft, very glowy. And the great thing about using a beauty oil, which is so important, is not only does it have all these beautiful benefits for your skin, but as the day goes on, the glow remains on your skin from using a beauty oil. So just to quickly review, when I did for my skin prep, I used the Beautycounter wipes to cleanse. I sprayed my whole face with rose water spray, and then when I was done with the rose water spray, while my face was still damp, I used 3 to 4 drops on my face and neck of the plumping oil, which is how I got the glow, and I made sure I put it around my eyes and on my neck so that I could blend everywhere. And then for skin, I used the tinted, the Tint Skin from Beautycounter in the shade Golden. That's what I have on all over my face. I did a little bit of concealer where I needed it, and a little tiny bit of powder in areas I would get oily. If you're dry, you don't even have to do that step. And then you guys saw the eye look. I added a few lashes. I did the cream blush with the Clairsonic. And then you guys just saw the lip. Now, if you're going out to, I just wanted to mention this magic product. If you don't have a makeup artist following you around, and you want to set your makeup so that it kind of locks in, I highly recommend this. This is the Beautycounter Plus Balancing and Charcoal Facial Mist. I use this on every single client. This is the last step I use on every client. It literally cements the makeup to your face, but it'll help you maintain, but the glow will still stay. It won't take any of your shine away, so you can do a couple sprays of that. This also smells incredible. And this will kind of lock the makeup on. I had a really busy day yesterday with the royal wedding, but I actually had another wedding that I was doing makeup for, and I had 7 girls, and when the first girl came back, her face looked exactly the same because of that spray. It really locks it in. So thank you guys so much. If you are interested in seeing more tutorials, please like this page, share this video with people you think would find it interesting, have them come on over. Also, if you're interested in being part of the Beautycounter community or the Beautycounter movement, please reach out to me privately, or you can do so in this post, and I'd love to talk to you about getting safer products into the hands of everyone. Thank you guys so much for indulging my video. Also, for those of you who are just tuning in late, I'm still going to do the Amanda Siegfried at the Met makeup. it's just, I just wanted to see what you guys wanted to see today. I know like a ton of you guys voted. It's probably the most voted thing I've ever had, the most responded poll ever. So I'm definitely going to do that makeup look for all of us Team Glam girls who are obsessed with that look. But I wanted to jump on and do this one because so many people said they wanted to see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please share. Please make sure that you like my page and this video. And I appreciate you guys so much. Have a brilliant Sunday. Bye. Oh, one more thing. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Modern Green Goddess. Look it up. I'm going to be doing some videos, including I'm about to film a video about safe, healthy nails. Take care.